like to spend 1 minute indicating the types of things that ADB is doing or plans on doing that fits in, I think, with some of the observations and recommendations for action that you've made. I think overall it's important to point out that when we do a project, all of our projects, proposed projects, consider how gender might be incorporated, the gender dimensions of the project, every project, 100% of them. And we have a target now of 40% of all the projects we do must have a significant gender component in we call that either a gender theme, which means a project is directed mainly at gender, or a gender mainstreaming. So we feel that this is a very significant development in ADB. We are now just about to start a climate change and migration study, and of course, as was discussed here, gender will be a very important part of this study. We'll be doing the study over the next 4 or 5 months and using the study as a contribution to the COP late next year. Our new disaster risk reduction implementation study has a number of gender aspects, just to let you know. And we'll be taking note of the action plan here and seeing how we can ensure that the recommendations made there are also being applied in the business that we do. And finally, with the help of our external forum on gender, of which Kun Ying Supatra is one member, we will now be exploring ways that we can incorporate gender aspects not only into climate change and so on, but into the more difficult, non-traditional projects that we do. It's been easy for us to incorporate gender components into health and education and so on, but we'll be looking at things like climate change and energy and these types of projects with the help of the EFG. And finally, early next year, we'll be doing a climate change and gender study. So we'll be looking specifically at how the Asian Development Bank can help our member countries to better become aware and integrate gender elements into climate change projects. So let me say that thank you once again for the invitation, and we're looking very much forward to partnering with CAPWIP in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dobias. Certainly, CAPWIP is most honored to have ADB as one of its partners. As you can see in our tarpaulin, one of the logos is ADB. Okay, Honorable Secretary Reyes and Honorable Pia Cayetano, the past 3 days has